Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. I want to give double honors to my apostles at Great Millstone, who taught me this truth, and a sincere Shalom out there to the elect, teaching this truth and honesty and sincerity in these last days, man. Okay, and this is really a lesson about the wiles of the devil, the trickery of the devil. Okay, and the main platform that he uses to perform this trickery is the media, primarily the mainstream media. They call it the lamestream media. Okay, and the media, really, when you look at this word media, it means a number of different things. It can mean medium, okay? Or it can even mean Medea, okay? It has roots to the word Medea, which means what? Illusion, okay? Because that's what the media plays. They play a game of illusion, okay? It's so out there now, okay? The mass media is just so out there with lies now. And keep in mind, the media didn't lie nearly as much when we were younger than they do now. It just seems like you can't watch certain news networks and even expect an ounce of truth anymore. You even have a president in office right now who calls them the fake news. He calls them the fake news. Okay, and we're at the point now where Medea, or the media, okay, has 2/3 of our people in the palm of their hand, man. They have them in the palm of their hand, man. They're controlling, okay? They can't control the narrative on us. Okay, those that are kind of woke. Okay, hey, I'm even including some of the 2/3 in that group, because there are certain members of the 2/3 that they know that they know the game that they play. Okay, but they're not necessarily in the faith. All right, but they're I mean, they have the lowly. I mean, not the lowly, but our people that are all messed up in the head, man. They got them. They're leading them wherever the hell they want them to go. Okay, they say go out and riot. They go out and riot. They say protest. They go out and protest in mass, not knowing that they're about to be set up, man. There's documentation out there called the King Alfred Plan. Okay, and all kinds of other things, man. You don't want to be caught in a large group of people, large, massive amounts of people, okay? Thousands of people. You don't want to be caught in a crowd of thousands of people when they go to lay out this martial law, man, because that's the trick, man. They're trying to trick you people, okay? They got all these people rioting, and the support for martial law and to activate these militias is gaining, okay? It's gaining, man. It's gaining traction, okay? Because your average person is just sick of that shit, man. They're sick of that shit. Okay? This is Psalm 38 and 12. They also that seek after my life, right, which is what the elites primarily, because they're the puppet masters of the media. All right, Salaki, 1 second. I got like 5 texts in a row. Let me check them. All right, Salaki. It wasn't really important, but right. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me. Who's that seeks after our life? Okay. primarily these elites, man. Okay, they're the puppet masters of the media. Okay, of the mainstream media. They're the puppet masters, you know? They do the bidding of their agenda, man. You know? They you know, when the media puts blame on something, they beat it into your fucking head, man. You know, that's what people have to understand. All right? But here it is. You have Jake thinking that they're anti-authority, right? Thinking that they're anti-authority, but they got the media backing them. How could you be anti-authority when the media is backing you? Okay? How could you be anti-authority when Google and the NBA and NFL and Facebook got your back? Okay? You people are just working for the establishment, man. But that's okay, because the Most High is about to take his peace from this people, from his people, okay? At least the 2/3 of his people, because the scripture does say this people, because those people are not part of the elect. All right? But the whole point is to mix us into this group, because if you notice, man, even Jake that's not really into the Black Lives Matter thing, they get grouped into that. Okay, they get automatically put guilty into by association. Okay, and we're starting to get put into that, man. You know, and no matter how much we speak against it and we try to separate ourselves, we have to remember it's the media that controls the masses. Okay, it controls the masses, and that's what all these snares are for, man. You know, because they try to label us as so-called black activists or black extremists, okay? They're trying to lump us in. But we shouldn't be getting all caught up in that shit, man, because that's the wiles of the devil, man. Esau is trying to, you young brothers in the truth, Esau is trying to play games with your mind, okay, by getting you emotional, okay? Here it is, most police have body cameras now. So there's a lot more of these shootings that are coming out there. And if you notice, man, they don't tell the whole story. They just play the clip on the news that they want you to fucking see. Like, it took almost a week for the truth to come out about Jacob Blake. Nobody in the media even mentioned that he was reaching for a knife, or that he so-called did that to a 14-year-old girl. Okay? You know, or Breonna Taylor. You know, that whole situation. The media wasn't mentioning that her drug-dealing boyfriend shot at the police first. Okay? But see, now that everybody has a body cam, they could put all this stuff out there, man. They could pick and choose, because this kind of shit happens every day, man. There's a lot of different cities in this country, and there's a lot of different police calls that get called every single day. There's a lot of incidences that happen, man. You know? And the media they don't care if these people are doing wicked acts or not. As long as it supports their narrative, they'll put it out there. Okay? And they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long. And that's what he does, man. You know, he's imagining all these different deceits. Okay, deception. He's the deceiver. Okay, he's the son of perdition, man. Okay, he speaks mischievous things about our people, man. You know, the truth gets out there, a little bit of truth gets out there, and they gotta try and squash it every time, man. They speak all kinds of mischievous things, man. You know, like the coronavirus narrative, man. You know, you pull down your mask for a second, okay, and these people freak out, okay? That's speaking a mischievous thing, man. They pit the people against each other, man. You know, because it's as long as it supports their narrative, okay? But I, as a deaf man, heard not, right? Because we're deaf We're deaf to this devil, man. We're deaf to his tricks, man. Just like when Satan tempted Yahushua, man. Yahushua was like a deaf man and heard not. Okay? We need to be like that. Okay? We need to be like that, man. You know? Ain't nobody in Great Millstone that has faith gonna be getting no vaccine, man. You know, no matter what they put out there. Now they're delaying it because people are concerned about the safety. You need to be concerned about the Most High destroying you, man. Okay? And I was as a dumb man that openeth not his mouth. Right, because right now, man, we're not supposed to be activists. We're not supposed to be out there with a megaphone with dreadlocks at a Black Lives Matter protest. Okay, talking all kinds of shit, flipping people off, dancing around with a mask on or pants sagging. Come on, man. Come on, man. Jake expects people to take them seriously doing that shit? Your death is around the corner, man. It's around the corner, man. But see, our way of opening our mouths is by what? Prophesying. Okay? Thus I was as a man that heareth not, and in whose mouths are no reproofs. For in thee, O Lord, do I hope. Thou wilt hear, O Yahweh, my power. O Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, my power. Okay? Because that's where our hope lies, man. You know, we look at the things that go on in this in day-to-day society, man. We look at these media platforms and all that, and you can't help but fucking laugh at what a joke it is. Okay, you can't help but laugh, man. But that's the Most High laughing through us, man, putting that spirit on us to laugh. Okay, putting that spirit on us to laugh, man. Because these people are just being swayed to and fro, man. You know? Now is the time when we should be glad and thankful that we're not like these others, like here, or these others out here, okay? Now let's get Psalm 64. Psalm 64:1. Hear my voice, O Yahweh, and my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Okay? From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. But hey, man, you know, these devils, they may not be putting us out there in the forefront, but they're watching everything we do, man. And they're looking. They got vocab Malone picking apart every little thing that we say out there, man. You know, they try to use our words against us, but they do so in a deceitful manner, okay? And that's why they're in the wrong, man. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Okay, bitter words, man. If you're not down for the cause, they act like you're an outsider and you need to die, man. Esau wants forced compliance. Okay, that's what he wants. Okay? Let me jump down. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Well, hey, let me just say this. The elect figures this stuff out, man. You know? The elect figures this stuff out, man. You know, the Most High gave us the discernment to see these snares. Okay? To tell the wiles or the trickery of the devil, man. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward... well, hey... Look at how they diligently search all the content on YouTube through AI systems. You know? Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. Right, and they're losing this narrative, man. They're losing this narrative. A lot of the ratings for a lot of these cable news networks and so on and so forth, the ratings are down, man. The ratings are down, and alternative media is growing by the day. Okay? But eventually they'll just take that off. All right? Because these devils, they don't play fair. Okay? They don't ever play fair, man. The only time when they actually play fair is when they're so far ahead that you can't catch up, man. Then they'll play fair. Because they already got you down, buried in the mud, okay? So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And they've been doing that, man. Their tongue keeps falling upon themselves over and over again. All these insiders leaking out information, leaking plans. Okay, the media not having proper continuance of their stories, man. Their stories are just all over the fucking place, man. One week they're saying this, and then the next week they're saying that, and then the next week they're saying this, and the next week they're saying that. Just look at what the coronavirus, man. The story changes about it every week. It attacks this part of the body, it attacks that part of the body. Oh wait, we're finding out now that it spreads amongst this kind of people. Just all kinds of bullshit, man. But yet they could have a vaccine ready any month now. Okay? They still don't know how this virus works, but they got vaccines almost ready, man. It's absolute nonsense. Okay? I seen this one post with a guy who was an actual doctor, man, had a master's degree in everything. He said anybody that believes that a vaccine will be safe and ready is fooling themselves. He said something along the lines of this virus affects every race of people differently, and it affects different age groups differently, and different and different pre-existing conditions differently. There's not going to be a one-size-all-fits-all vaccine. It's literally impossible, man. But hey, that's their own tongue falling upon themselves, because the guy looked like an Edomite doctor, man. Because you got a lot of. Well, hey, I was discussing this with a brother in the camp the other day. In the camp chat or whatever. He was talking about how a lot of these Edomites, they really hate their own government, man. And they'll speak out against them and leak all kinds of information, man. That's causing their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All right? Now I got one last scripture. Was it Ephesians 6? Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High. Right, because really, when the scriptures say, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? It's going to be Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You can't deliver yourself, man. I know some brothers, this year they tried to, prepare a little bit on the physical sense. Some brothers might have went out and got a tent or, whatever, or a hobo stove, like Apostle Star said, or some silver, or maybe a couple weeks worth of canned goods, and maybe some extra water or whatever, like you normally do when you prepare for an emergency. Okay? But really, the power is in the hand of the Lord, man. Deliverance is in the hand of the Lord. Hey, that's the spirit I was just talking about. Apostle Star with saying get a tent and a hobo stove, man. Does that mean that if you don't have a tent, it's gonna guarantee that you don't receive salvation? No, absolutely not, man. There's gonna be brothers that live literally paycheck to paycheck up until the time of their deliverance, man. And they're going to be just fine. Okay, they're going to be just fine, man. That's why we shouldn't worry too much about preparing on the physical. You know, if you have the spiritual impulse to prepare a little bit on the physical, then so be it, right? Just don't dwell on it, man. Don't dwell on it, okay? Because at the end of the day, there's going to be so many variables in play, so many different things that can happen, okay? You can't plan for what the fuck is gonna. You can't save yourself, man. You can't save yourself, man. You can have a whole fucking basement full of extra food and water and guns and ammo and shit. Guess what? Nuclear missiles, you ain't gonna get around that, are you? No, you're not. Okay? And somebody can just come in and catch you off guard, man. Esau can send his military in there to take you out of your house. And then you did all that shit for naught. For nothing. Okay? That's where our salvation is. In the power of the might of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? He's going to let it be known in that day who his elect men are. You know? Yes, it is important to think about this stuff. But don't dwell on it, man. Don't let it eat at your spirit. Okay? We should have confidence for this time coming. Okay? We should have confidence. We should have the confidence that we did what we could. Okay? And then the rest is in the Lord's hands. Put on the whole armor of the Most High. Okay? That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And that word wiles means what? The trickery. The deceptions of the devil. Okay? It's being revealed who the son of perdition is. You know, according to, I believe it's 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. Okay? For we wrestle, and this is the last verse. For we wrestle, okay? Not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Okay? Right, the principalities. Those in charge, man. You know? Those in charge, okay? Because really a lot of these top elites and kings and princes and so on and so forth, a lot of them are deep into witchcraft, man. A lot of them are witches and warlocks. Okay, behind the scenes. We're dealing with some serious left-hand energy here, man. And they have us primarily in their sights. Even if they don't like to put us out there. How often do you see the Rothschilds on mainstream media, man? They don't put themselves out there. They really haven't been putting us out there. I'm talking about the Hebrew Israelites. They really haven't, you know. Maybe a little bit here and there. Because they know that they can't force their hand too much with us. Okay? Because the Lord will bring down their kingdom quick when they do. Okay? And they know this, man. They know this, okay? These people at the top, man, they have inner vision like you wouldn't believe, man. You know, they have inner vision like you wouldn't believe. Sure, it's the wrong kind of energy, but it's still inner vision, man. You know? For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Okay, we're not wrestling against flesh and blood, man. You know? We're not worried about having to defend our house. You know, we're not sitting there with an automatic rifle looking out our window waiting for rioters, man. Okay? It's not how we are. Okay, we trust in the Lord, so the Lord keeps us quiet from fear of evil. You know? We're not looking over our shoulder all the time. Okay, we walk with confidence, man, and with faith. Okay? And you young brothers, you should too. Alright? But against principalities, against powers. Okay? And those powers control what? The media, the illusion, the media. The medium. Okay? Against, or like DJ Trump calls it, the fake news. Against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Because that's who's running it, man. Okay? All that stuff in them high places, man. You know? Against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right, and they project that, and that's how they get these people so in tune with them, with them, man. Okay, they give off that spirit, that wickedness, man. They give off that wickedness, man. You know, a lot of these, a lot of things that you see out there has all kinds of different symbolism to it. You know, deep meaning behind it, man. And that brainwashes these masses. Because the scriptures say there's no enchantment against Jacob. Well, hey, 2/3 aren't protected from those enchantments. Okay, the hopeful elect are, though. You know? Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. Right? The armor isn't a physical armor. Okay, the armor isn't in the... It doesn't come in a bulletproof vest, okay? Shouldn't no brothers be ordering no damn bulletproof vests, okay? Unless you work in a job that requires one, man. Don't be ordering no fucking bulletproof vest. What the hell kind of faith does that show? Alright? And having done all, to stand, okay? But hey, you know, that whole armor of the Most High, man, that's what's going to make us be able to withstand that evil day. But till next time, Shalom, peace and blessings to the elect.